Hello, my guys. This is Randy Preston coming to you again from Abakaliki, Ebonyi State, Nigeria. This time around today, I'll be talking directly to my downlines. I told you that there's going to be a special occasion, a special station, sorry, where I want us to discuss what I want you to understand as cash flow. So that when you understand this, let us just take it like when you understand this, it will help you to have confidence to speak to people. Why do we need to have confidence to speak to people, to speak to our friends, our relatives, brothers, sisters about TBC? It is because every single person that will bring in, every single person that will refer counts as an addition to what we are supposed to earn collectively. What do I mean by this? If you are thinking that when you refer one person and this person pays a registration for the registration fee for the wallet, TBC wallet, then it will mean that you may make certain amount of money as profit for referring that person. Then you do not understand really what TBC is all about. This time around, the Kringles in your possession that you have in your wallet, you have millions of them when you translate them into naira as you speak. How does the how would the cost, the value of these Kringles, how would the price continue to rise? They will rise when you bring in people. So let us assume now that you have 1,000 Kringles and you bring in two persons, and those two persons bring in four persons, those four bring in eight persons. Eventually, the following the matrix, quite a number of people come in, and now the timing affect the value of the TBC coins and Kringles. Why? Because the number of the members in the community has expanded, they have increased, and so they have increased, and so the value or the price of the TBC coins and Kringles will rise in commensuration to the number of people that has risen. So if you have 1,000 Kringles, and then one Kringle right now is $8.8, for instance. $8.8 times 1,000 will be like $8.8 times 10 will be $88, right? $88 times 10, that will be 100 Kringles now, will be $88 times 10 will be $880. Then times 10 again, which will now be $1,000. That will now be eight eight 88. That means 880,000. $880,000. Now, because of the activities you have had in the community, referring people, you bring in total, both the people you referred other people, and those people referred other people. You eventually brought in like 20 people, for instance. These 20 people now affect the price, and it becomes $1,000 per Kringle. $1,000 per Kringle. $1,000. That is because $1,000. Okay, it was $8.8. So let's say it becomes 8.8 becomes $10. Becomes $10 per Kringle. That $10 times 1,000 will give you 1,000,000 naira. Have you seen how you have gained now? You have gained because you brought in people. But if you are waiting for the time you can make a profit of like 10,000 naira because we brought in one person, and that would be so infinitesimal now, very very little now. It will not amount to much. So that is why bringing in people means that you are even helping yourself to help increase the value of the TBC by helping the movement so that we achieve the ultimate price of the TBC by making up the number of TBC community to become 1 billion people. Every single person that is referred, that comes into the community, adds to the number as it keeps rising very, very fast with the speed of light, so to speak, until we arrive at 1,000 members. So while this is happening, have the confidence that while you are doing this, you are working for yourself. So talking about working for yourself, you will now be wondering, if we say that that is what we are going to get, what about now? That is why we are talking about you know, what we need to do in day-to-day activities. When someone you registers or you referred comes in, the first thing you send out the message, I have received this cryptocurrency, that is some mobile cryptocurrency coins that I have received, and so I want you to receive it as well. I've given you 25. You have giving you a gift of 25,000 cookies. And when the person accepts it, then when you come to now explain to the person, you let him understand the value of that 25,000 cookies, that the value is 250 kringles, and let him understand how much is one kringles, and ultimately how much is 250 kringles. The person definitely must become interested. There is no one that does not become interested when you tell him that he's going to make more money. Particularly, you know that the times are hard now. When that has been done, the person will now want to know, if 250 alone is all this amount of money, how will I get more of it? You now tell the person, you need to activate this account to even make use of that this, because we need that gift you have received, because you need to have an account, the TBC wallet, to be able to get the money or redeem it. So you now tell the person have to pay for that four grains of gold, about $10, to make the activation. When this has been done, now let the person know how important it is to do a transaction. Most advisably, to do this transaction within the first 1 week. When the transaction is done within the first 1 week, you find out that you have gotten something. What did you get? This person is expected to make a transaction of a value of 40 grains of gold. In our Nigerian naira, 40 grains of gold, as we speak, will be like a 40,000 naira plus. The person that this money will go to is you, who is the sponsor that is bringing in this new person. This money goes to you 100%. But if at the point in time when you are doing this for your downline, you do not have kringles to give, the reason is, what you are saying here is that for someone to pay you 40,000 naira, for instance, for 40 grains of gold, it then means that you are going to give the person an equivalent amount in kringles of the same value to that amount of money the person has given you. So the person doesn't lose anything by paying. He has the value of that 40,000 naira he's paying you in kringles. Now, if you do not have these kringles to give, your sponsor, that is your own upline, if he has the kringles, will now supply these kringles to your own downline who is paying you. I hope you understand this. And then when he supplies that, he will now give you 50% of this money, this 40,000 naira. meaning that he will give you 20,000 naira and he will take 20,000 naira. Remember, he has supplied the Krengos to your downline. In this way, in this way, the person, I mean, the money you now have money in your, you don't have money in your pocket. 20,000 naira in your pocket is a lot of money. Okay, it's a lot of money. And by the time you have 2, 3, 4 persons to do this, if you have 5 persons and you do 50-50 with your sponsor who has Kringles, 50-50 times 5, you have gotten yourself 100,000 naira. This is cool money in your pocket. If you have this cool money in your pocket, it will help you to continue with what you are doing. Now, during the redemption time, you'll be doing this until the redemption time, where you now redeem your cookies into Kringles. Then anybody you are bringing, you are referring that time, any transaction the person is doing, you will now be doing that. You do the transaction direct from your own account, from your wallet, and then you now get that money 100%. If it is 40,000 naira, you are getting that 40,000 naira for yourself 100%. That is besides spending the Kringles. We are talking about the money you get by making transactions. Now remember, even if the person does not have 40,000 naira to do transactions at a go, what do we do? You can even do 4 grains, like that $10. The person can afford to do it 10 times. That 10 times can be put together to mean 40 grains, and the person has done $100 transaction, and he will get the rewards in cookies, which when you do $100 transaction, that will give you 100,000, 100 million cookies, which is 1 million Kringles, which is one whole coin. And remember that there is a possibility of doing multiple transactions. What do we mean by multiple transactions? Multiple transactions is when you do more than 40 grains of gold at once, or more than $100 at once. Maybe you do $200, that is 2 transactions. If you do $300, that is triple transactions at a go. So when this happens, you are going to get a reward for that as well. If it is 100 million for $100, it means you are going to get 300 million cookies, and 300 million cookies will give you 3 whole coins at a go. That is the beauty of TBC. That is the beauty of the community. There is an abundance, and abundance must be given. What I also want us to understand here is the difference between cashing out and doing multiple transactions. When you are cashing out, you will find out that you will start looking for who will buy a bulk of your TBC coins or Kringles, and in a bulk. And for you to do that, you will even be trying to make a discount for that person, so that you can get a bulk of money at once. But when you are making transactions, 34, 35 Kringles is just about $300. So how much is that? It is enough to put money in your pocket, put food on your table, and it helps you to solve quite a handful of problems that you may have. That is fine. But those who want to cash out, who want to get a large substantial amount of money at a go, so that they will not be living a life of lavish, that is not doing transactions. I hope we understand it, because TBC does not cash out. You do not use your money to buy these Kringles or cookies. Let us take, for instance, a transaction of $100, and you are giving 100 million cookies, which is one coin, and the value of one coin right now is $8.8 million plus. It is still rising. Very soon, probably before this week runs out, or before Monday, it would have exceeded 9 million per coin. Now, if it is 9 million per coin, and you only did a transaction of 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira, okay, leave naira, of $100, and you are giving 9 million. So tell me, did you buy it? No. You only did a beneficial task called transaction. You didn't buy these coins. Well, so why should you be in a hurry to sell them, to cash out, to discount? You do not have any reason to be in a hurry to discount. If you understand this, I'm talking to you, my guys. I told you that we'll be discussing this at this time. If you understand this system, it will be easy for you to carry on this business, have that confidence, still live like a millionaire, still live like someone who has enough in his pocket or her pocket, until such a time when the Kringles becomes very liquid. By that time, the value has gone up very, very well, and we'll have quite a good number of merchants in the community. And then you begin to make use of your Kringles and live like a king that you always love to live like. You know, if you see in a township, when an outskirt is being developed, you see that few people will begin to go there. Few people begin to build houses there. Little by little, they are going there. First, there will be no shop. You can't see any shop there to buy. Little by little, anything you want to buy, you come to town and buy and go back. The reason why you got a land there to build your house is because land is still cheap there, because it is a suburb or an outskirt of the town. Little by little, one person will move in and open a shop. He has opened a shop in the community. Now, those living around there will become happy, say, hey, we don't get one shop now. Now it is no longer whatever we want to buy, we begin to go to town because you have a shop there. Now, many people will begin to go there now. They say, there is even a shop there. You don't need to come. If you are living there now, there is a shop there. As another person is building a house, another person is building his house to come and start living around there. Another shop reopens. Another shop reopens. There is a barber, there is a tailor, there is a mechanic for your cars. There is this, so many different kinds of shops, a hair salon. And then people will begin, that community begins to open. Before you know it, that place will also become another kind of town, like a satellite town. That is what it is in the community. Now that the number is still small, we have a smaller amount of members in the community. Imagine when the people in the community, TBC community, becomes large, the merchants will also become large. And then whatever you want, you will have it that time, because there will be a lot of merchants displaying or having something to offer. What they have to offer will not be so many types of goods and services that whatever you need will be there. That is the ultimate time, the ultimate goal where we are going to. By the time we get there, you find out that whatever you call poverty, whatever you call want, all this hardship will be gone. Even if the government of any country is worse than some certain countries that I will not mention their names, that are very, very, very serious, very, very stingy, make sure that their people are into a lot of hardship. It seems as if it pleases them, as if they are sadists. By that time, when the TBC communities is liquid enough, we will not even have to bother about all that. That is why we need to, help our people come out from that slavery, and come into a community where there will be abundance. I'll be coming your way next time. When you listen to this, put your questions together. When we sit down together, we will now look at the questions and answer them. Provide answers for them. If it will be difficult for us to come together, we can use Zoom or join me to speak to have this meeting, so that you can ask your questions, we'll answer them, and see how we can continue to make headway and forge ahead in the TBC community. Before then, remember me. I am Randy Preston Isaac from Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. Peace, guys.